So Donald Trump got busted drinking Coca-Cola, even though 2 days ago, over the weekend, he called for all of his supporters, all Republicans, to boycott Coca-Cola products. So essentially, Coca-Cola is a Georgia-based company, and a lot of Georgia-based companies and companies all over the US have been criticizing the new voting laws in that state, saying that these laws were passed for one reason above all, which was to make it harder for black people and other minorities to vote and other marginalized people to vote, because Republicans are mad they lost the state, the Senate seats, and the Electoral College votes to the Democrats in 2020. And they don't want the same thing to happen in 2022 and 2024, so they're passing laws to give white, rural, suburban voters a greater edge. Right? And these companies are calling it out. So Trump, to punish these companies, put out a press release and said, I want you to boycott Major League Baseball. I want you to boycott Coca-Cola and all these companies that are hurting real good Americans, read white conservative Americans like you. And so that was ridiculous, and everyone made fun of him, and everyone said, oh, whatever, Donald, you're irrelevant. And then earlier today, Stephen Miller, one of the worst people to work in the Trump White House, and that is a very high bar to cross, or put another way, a very low bar to slither under like this reptile he is. But Stephen Miller had this tweet saying, I had this great meeting with Donald Trump, and there's this awkward picture of them at Donald Trump's office, I assume at Mar-a-Lago. And then in the corner, some people noticed, hidden behind his phone, like he was trying to hide it, there's a Coca-Cola glass bottle. And it's unmistakable. The color of the liquid and the shape of the bottle, it's an unmistakable Coca-Cola product. 100%. 100%. And so Donald Trump couldn't even go 48 hours. He couldn't even go 2 days to stop drinking Coca-Cola, even though as president or former president, he demanded a nationwide boycott from all conservatives. This shows me that conservatives will not have the wherewithal to commit to this boycott. They just won't, because the fact of the matter is, most conservatives know these sorts of policies are awful. We covered it a couple weeks ago, or last week, excuse me, when Mitch McConnell and his staff and other billionaire Republicans behind the scenes went over polling and surveys that shocked and terrified them, showing that Republicans support H.R. 1, which is a bill that does the opposite of what Georgia did. It makes it not harder to vote, but easier. Easier for everyone, and that will disproportionately help the most marginalized. And Republicans support it. Independents support it. Democrats, of course, support it. And so fundamentally, Republican insiders and the MAGA base, they might love this, but the average rank and file Republican doesn't care. The average rank and file Republican doesn't even really notice these sorts of things in between elections. So if Donald Trump can't even stop drinking Coca-Cola, you can damn well be sure that these Republican boycotts are toothless. And Donald, cheers, man.